Well, here we are once again in our church here, this little sanctuary that we've got that's 40 by 40 feet. And in here we've got this biblical dinner that's going to seat upwards of 80 people tonight. Well, now they've got all the food and all the lamps out on the table. The oil lamps aren't lit yet, but I'll just give you an idea of how the setup looks in full light. And then I'm going to turn the fluorescence off for just a minute and give you an idea of how it looks before we actually light up the oil lamps. But this is what the setup looks like. And here's how the people are going to be served. As you can see, the room is beautifully set. There are people fellowshipping in the corner, but this is the way it's going to be when the people come in. On the table, you can see the oil lamps right there in front, the bread, the fresh fruit set right out on the table. The eggs happen to be in bowls, but you don't even have to do that if you don't want to. You can put the eggs right there on the table. There's hummus. You can see the olive oil in the hummus with the little paprika on it. You can see the raisins with the apricots. You can see the olives with the pickles. Here's the fresh fruit, or fresh vegetables rather, all cut up. Also with the bell peppers, which are not authentic to the Middle East, but they make great spoons for people. And there's the nuts. They mix the almonds with the walnuts. Here's the dates with the prunes over here, and that's haroset. You'll see on the recipes it looks like it's spelled charaset, but it's actually pronounced haroset. Over here you've got your pita bread in stacks there in baskets. Here's fresh apples out on the table. It's just a marvelous scene that when the people come in, they're going to be really, really happy. And later on, we're actually going to be serving them the stew. That's an authentic Middle Eastern lamb stew, or it's going to be beef tonight in this case, where they can dip their bread into it. And that's as per my instructions later on, where I'm going to be telling them hold on to their bread until the break, and then they can eat it all that they want to. This is George, and George is the man of the hour here. He's the guy that actually is helping coordinate this entire effort, and George actually runs some restaurants. A little commercial for George. They're called Fuddruckers. They're very, very good restaurants, and George is our great help tonight, along with all the rest of our helpers. And so this is our room tonight. I'm going to turn out the overhead lights so you can see what it looks like in mood lighting here. And then we'll see what it looks like with the lamps lit just before the people come in. So now you can see with the overhead lights, the cans that are overhead with the fans still running, you can see how beautiful this room is going to look. And your room can look just like this when you put it together too. So we'll check back with you on the next little video, and you can see what it looks like with the lamps lit just before the people come in.
How's that lighting there for you?